Good afternoon. My name is Shabana Basij-Rasikh, and I was just ordered to tell you that I'm 23 years old. I'm the co-founder and president of the School of Leadership Afghanistan, SOLA. Currently, SOLA is a turbocharged 2-year prep program that prepares young Afghans for admission and a scholarship at schools outside of Afghanistan before pursuing high-level education. Barely 5 years old, we have helped 35 students from 14 provinces secure scholarships worth $6.2 million into 34 educational institutions in 5 countries. My big idea is turning SOLA into a world-class, internationally accredited boarding school for girls in Afghanistan. Now, you may wonder, how is it creating a boarding school a new or big idea? Well, it may well be very old, but SOLA, as the first boarding school of its kind for girls in Afghanistan, is not an old idea. In fact, it's an urgent need in Afghanistan. Let me explain why and provide you with some context. There are 66 million girls out there in the world waiting to be sent to school. Those of you who watched the Girl Rising documentary 2 nights ago have learned the smart economics behind investing in girls' education. If you haven't watched Girl Rising, I highly encourage you to do so. Afghanistan has one of the highest illiteracy rate in the world. Around 90% of women in Afghanistan have never been to school. Those who are lucky enough to receive an education in the Afghan public schools spend 3 hours in a school in a given day, where they learn to memorize and where they are not allowed to ask questions, to think critically, creatively, or innovatively. Afghanistan is a very young country. More than 70% of its population is 25 or younger. When you hear about problems in Afghanistan, perhaps the first thought that comes to your mind is Taliban, insecurity, suicide bombers, and insurgents. Well, we have had continuous years of war and destruction for sure. But I believe one of the biggest problems in Afghanistan is ethnic and gender discrimination. Children raised in families where they openly make fun of other ethnic groups. Here is where SOLA is unique. Beyond being the first boarding school for girls from across Afghanistan, SOLA students pledge to honor the diverse qualities that each student brings to SOLA community. Our honor code is taken very seriously. Our 5-year goal is to become an amazing girls' boarding school where students are taught to think critically, creatively, and innovatively, where students from every single province in Afghanistan will learn to become Afghanistan's future leaders, together at the School of Leadership Afghanistan. After all, not just education matters, quality matters, an education that awakens young people to their responsibilities as social changers and future makers. Thank you.